I actually remember the day that I was introduced to memes, and I just remember like scrolling through them and I'm like, these are so funny. Like, what are these?
Memes. Are they meaningless jokes? Or do they have the potential to be much more? In this episode of Capturing the Internet, we head to Philly with acclaimed photographer Gene Smirnov and meme maker Joelle Bouchard, better known as Namaste.at.home.dad.
Yeah, well, tell me, what do you do?
I mean, I make jokes, but it's hard to explain because it's not just that. It's like, that's how I like deliver it. Like, that's not the point. I feel like there is a way to say it. It's like...
Would you call yourself a meme creator?
Yeah, maybe it's not that hard to explain.
In 1996, what may have been the first internet meme took off. But the genre really began to flourish on message board sites.
Memes weren't really a thing unless you were on 4chan. I recognized that there was a lot of messed up stuff on 4chan, but that's where all the memes were. And I was already kind of a fucking freak. I just ended up spending like so much time on there just like collecting them and like sending them to friends and stuff.
And the world beyond message boards joined in too. Supercharged by the internet, memes became a new go-to form of communication for people across the globe, across generations.
It's because like a meme is taking a concept and like evolving, like passing it along to the next person and they evolve it, and then the next person like gives their interpretation of that.
And the way this spreads ideas is powerful. Corporations have tried to buy their way in. Political memes may have swayed elections, and opportunists see dollar signs gathering and reposting other people's creations.
Like, I know it's hard to make original jokes and original content, but I still try to do it. One type of meme that I make the most are these like caricatures. Like Namaste.at.home.dad is supposed to evoke this picture of like the modern day like super enlightened, heavy fucking air quotes, hippie dude that like gets his piss bottles he leaves around his girlfriend's apartment confused with the homebrewed kombucha he's making. It's like funny artistic anthropology.
Joelle's memes are reflections of personal experiences. So today, she brought us somewhere with personal history.
We are at a super gaudy 70s themed motel room from my hometown that has a really bad reputation. When I was younger, I used to like do drugs here. I would come with a friend who's actually dead now. He would think it's funny that I'm laughing, so it's okay.
Like meme culture is a sort of a complex form of art. You really have to challenge yourself and be open-minded. You know, in general, it's very interesting. Maybe like on the phone, and then kind of glance in the camera. I live in my head a lot because I always think about things that I want to create. And then bring your leg up a little bit more if you can. Great. Things that just took place in my head because of consuming of some sort of media. I work with magazines, I photograph musicians and different famous people, and I just love it.
And through almost 2 decades of experience creating portraits, Gene has learned the power of a photo to reveal something about its subject and about the human experience.
I think with internet and social media, we're a lot more connected digitally, but we're also disconnected physically, and that creates an interesting narrative. So we're looking to get some friends and fans of Joelle's together to create a couple scenarios, being part of the group of people, but also being isolated at the same time.
Disconnected connectivity. Whether through photography or memes, art helps us cope with our isolation. It helps us see our differences and our similarities.
These are all my friends, but some of them I only know from the internet.
I want to detail something that I know other people will recognize, but like it hasn't exactly been fleshed out yet. It's fun to like be like, that's that kind of person and they do this thing. And like as humans, we do that. We stereotype and we put things in boxes. People also they put themselves in boxes a little bit trying to fit in. Maybe that's you and you relate to this. Laugh at yourself.
So the last setup is where we have Joelle in a closet, and she's isolated from the party. She's in the zone with her phone. I think some of these sort of more complex memes, they really tap into your psyche a little bit, where you have to really second guess yourself or second guess other people or second guess things and just be sort of open to new ideas. Lean back a little bit more.
Like the things that you can make fun of the best, it's because you know it thoroughly. I mean, I was a heroin addict for almost like 10 years. And like living that lifestyle, it defines you to your core. But like I will make fun of myself thoroughly as well as everyone else, but like I don't think it's negative. It's really just a way to like make fun of, ultimately it was like some like egoic bullshit. That's like my end goal.
Right. I think we're good.
Being a meme creator has only become a career recently.
It's a fucking career? Like what?
But ultimately, Joelle does what other artists and comedians have always done.
Okay, there's been way more fucking people that have been doing comedy for years before me. Like, ultimately, like how much has the human experience changed? It's just like, let's laugh at the human experience. Like, here it is. Like, isn't that fucking hilarious?
Memes may seem trivial, but they help us to connect, to see each other honestly, and they shift culture in the process.
How many licks does it take to get to the MDMA center of a pink Himalayan salt lamp? 1, 2, 3.